I'm gonna hop right into it. This is not a what if kind of thing. This is just what it is. If you don't believe it, then okay, you don't believe it. I'm here to explain things that's in the Bible so you can have a better understanding. When Noah had those animals on the ark, they weren't full-grown animals. They were fetus embryos of those animals, and they were being housed inside of these artificial wombs, two of every kind, of every likeness. So you see this lamb right here. So imagine if every animal, and remember what I'm saying that they were a lot smaller, they just grow. I'll get on to explaining it once I show you a couple of pictures. Okay? Because I know I have to squeeze all of this information into a smaller video, because if it was an hour long, your attention span would you can't hang on that long. Look at this picture right here. You got the lamb inside of this artificial womb. Now it's a lot bigger than the one picture I showed you. And it says the Chinese created an artificial womb, but they've been doing this for a long time, and nothing new is under the sun. So I want to give you an example of how on the ark, because this goes off of my last video, but I'll reiterate in this video because the Ark of Noah was a technologically advanced ark with a pretty much a science lab on it. In the Bible, God gave Noah, the ability to even build the ark, which is it goes to show wait a minute, hold on. What was Noah doing before he built the ark? Was he like a engineer, or did God just implant that in his brain to be like an engineer? Was he a scientist? What's going on here? So back then, we're in the late 6,000 years on Earth. So around the time of Noah's ark, Noah was 600 and something years old when he got finished building the ark. So I'm guessing it was probably 2,000 years after Adam and Eve to where the ark was built. And so if we're on the end of the 6,000 years, we're almost at the beginning of the 7,000 years. So therefore, 5,000 years ago, roughly, is where Noah's ark was. And back then, and you don't have to believe this, but I'm just here to tell you what it is. Back then they had the civilization that you see today in 2026, they had the exact same thing back then, probably just a little bit more advanced. And back then they had wicked people running the earth because the fallen angels got with the daughters of men, and they were half human, half hybrid. And so you had God destroying the half human, half hybrid, plus they were evil also. Noah and his family were clean as far as the blood type. They were human. And plus they weren't evil either. And I want to show you guys another picture, and then I'll be able to get on to the things that I want to talk about for real. But you guys are going to have to follow along and look at this particular picture right here. Now, this is the baby inside of an incubator. Just pretend that this is how they were able to set up the animals once the animals became full-grown fetuses, and they were able to get out of the artificial womb. Once they were able to be, big enough, then they were released into the world like God told Noah to open up the ark and let them out so they could replenish the earth. And I want to show you guys another one because I want you to look at this picture also. On the ark, it would have those tubes, those artificial wombs. Right here, you got 13 of these artificial wombs going across and 3 high. So you got 39 of them right here in just this small little room right here. Just a small little room. So just imagine what's on. Remember, the ark had like 2 layers to it, like an up and a down, upstairs and a downstairs. So the Bible said, read the book of Genesis, and where it starts with Noah building the ark. God says to build many rooms inside the ark. So this one has 39 of these tubes. And just imagine multiple rooms being full just like this. Okay? So the ark don't necessarily have to be as big as this picture that I want to show you guys that's coming up. Now, how all of this is said and done, I got this clip from, watch this clip right here. It's from the movie I Am Mother, and I had to take a little clip and show you guys. So look at this fetus inside this artificial womb and watch the process of it. Just pretend like it's an animal, of course. Also, so you see the process of how it's actually done. And then I wanted to show you another one. This is actually like a little photo from the movie I Am Mother. There you go, right here. This is showing you the fetuses being able to be stacked on, put away like it's electronics, like CDs or whatever. Like you got like a whole stack of them. So as Noah needs each animal, he just gets them prepared like this. Take 2 at a time. Or, he can do 10 at a time, depending on how big the room was and how many of those artificial wombs that he had. You never know, he probably could do 30 at a time. But I wanted to show you guys that this is how Noah operated back then. A lot of people like to question the book, the book of Genesis on the Ark of Noah, because they don't believe that these full-grown animals can fit on the ark. It'll just be too much. The ark has to be so big, and how would that be able to happen with these animals? It'll just be too much. But if you guys put aside the witchcraft that your mind has been under, you would see that what I'm saying is correct. The world government has lied to us. The world government knows that there was a civilization that was bigger than today's civilization, more advanced. And they don't want to tell you because Satan runs the world and he has everybody under mind control. And people like me, they want to kill me, put me in the hospital, get me sick. They want me to die because they don't want nobody to listen to what I'm saying and have a mind awakening. They don't want that. I have to show you guys another video. Here we go. This is from the movie 2012. Here we go. I want you guys to watch this. Just look at the way that these arcs are made. In the movie 2012, the earth was flooded and they had these arcs and all the billionaires jumped on the ark. So the ark, just imagine the ark looking like this, but less in size and then obviously less people, but highly advanced and technologically advanced. Like everything that I'm saying, would it be able to fit on these arcs, and would they be able to make it possible with the technology to make those embryos grow in the artificial wombs? Were Noah's sons doctors? Were their wives doctors? What was going on back then? What was Noah? Were they scientists? What's going on? So in that particular video, you see how the arks survived the flood, obviously, because they're like mini submarines, you know what I mean? And then so when the flood eventually drained, I want to show you that the flood drained, and this is probably what it looked like, where you have this big hole in the middle of the ocean and it's just draining everything down there. And then everything being covered, meaning the ocean was once a city. It was once a city there, it just got covered. And then when divers go down to the bottom of the ocean with their machines and they go down there with these claws, they don't necessarily need people to do this, but they'll bring up these objects from 5,000 years ago and they'll bring them up to the surface and back engineer them. And you have like underground cities. You have here's a video that I wanted to show you guys that, like, I know a lot of people were curious to want to know about this, but you have these underground playgrounds that they discovered in Hawaii. And so everybody's trying to figure out, like, hey, how did this get under there? Like, they had technology back then that was more better than this. And this is a real also, like, people are diving into the ocean and they're able to find these underwater playgrounds. And they're confused and they're like, we've been lied to, like. And then people say it's AI. Go on TikTok right now, or YouTube, it don't matter, whichever platform, and look up underwater playgrounds. And a lot of people are saying that's AI. I mean, I told you that's the go-to. When the people that went down there, they're like, nah, I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, I'm a diver and I held on to the playground. So there you go. I mean, I'm like, do I need proof? Like, there's videos, pictures, there's evidence. Here's another one right here. Everything was flooded underneath the ocean's floor. Everything was like, you know, there could be a piece of land that was below sea level, right? And now it's still under the water. All of the the cars, the houses, the malls, the shopping malls, the playgrounds, whatever. It's all under there. And the things that was on the surf, like, above sea level, it all got washed away to the center of the ocean. Just like I showed you on that drainage. And so what the elite does is they go down there, they grab a car, and they come back up and engineer it. And then now we got the 2026, Telluride or something like that. When really it was just, back engineered from the actual vehicles during the time of the flood. Nothing's new under the sun. Now, the average person, if they watch this video, they would think that it was just me making things up. But this ain't for you. This is just for people that need clarification. This is for like the people, when I make my videos, it's for the people that come to like, those people that say, I think my wife's cheating on me. Can you help me prove that she is? I think she's cheating on me. And then you start to, once you have that inkling that she is doing it, then you start to add up different things. You start to look at certain patterns, and then you believe it, and then pretty much it just comes out because you started to trail. So with this kind of information that I'm putting out, it's not the kind of information that a scholar would put out. Like, a scholar is just gonna get you bored. He's gonna put his suit and tie on here. He's gonna be speaking real proper and talk about the colleges that he went to, universities he went to. He's gonna talk about his degrees and what information he learned, and he's gonna get up on YouTube or whatever, and he's gonna present it to you. When I didn't do any of that stuff. I'm the complete opposite of what these people do and have done. All I did, I gave my life, I was just in the world. And I gave my life to the Lord, and then I started to look at things, and I was like, nah, like, this is false. This is not real. Let me just tell the truth about what's going on. Putting two and two together and stop denying things. Because if you're in denial of everything, then you won't be able to catch on to the truth. Like, I am a free person. The truth has set me free, for real. I'm not gonna have you come up here and lie to me. It's not gonna happen. So the people that wanna know and say, I knew it, here you go. I'm the person that you need to be tuned into. Thank you for Thank you for subscribing to my channel, because if you want to learn more information, like, you can listen to just the things that I have to talk about. You can listen to someone else's channel, listen to what they have to talk about, and you'll be awakened in so many different things. And you have kids, you can teach them, and they can learn, and then the world will be awakened. But the rest of the world, they're dead asleep, and I guess we gotta keep it that way. Because the elites, the governments, the satanic governments that run this world does not want this information out. Because then it proves that the Bible is real, when somebody can explain it. Nobody could explain the flood of Noah, so everybody's just like running away from the Bible, and then the elites are like rubbing their hands together because they know that people are not believing in the Bible anymore. But once you're able to put these things into perspective, you see how God is real, and you see the information is real. And then you're able to learn and know the truth. But you have the rest of the world that's in denial. And it's sad because it be in people's families. You could put the truth right in front of them and they don't even care. They don't even want to even look into it. But I think that, you know, this is enough. We could keep talking about it, but I don't want to go too far into other topics. I'll just make other videos for those particular topics. But this is the flood of Noah, or the Ark of Noah, rather. And it's just something for you to be able to think about. So that's the end of my video. You guys have yourself a good one. God bless.